Please sit. I have one last matter to address before announcing my decision on bail for Mr. Corinthus. I want to make it clear that I'm not going to tolerate any...
Your Honor, I object. This hearing isn't about justice. This is about my husband, Jasper Jacks, getting revenge against my ex-husband, Sonny Corinthos.
Your Honor, I object.
Ms. Davis, this woman is not an attorney. She has no standing before this court. How can you object?
I guarantee you, sir, that what I have to say is vital to these proceedings.
I'd like to hear this.
Can you do that?
He's the judge.
Your Honor, this is an arraignment. She can't just walk in here off the street.
Ms. Davis, I am the judge in charge of this trial. This is my courtroom, and I decide who speaks and who doesn't. Proceed. State your name for the record.
Carly Jacks, Mrs. Jasper Jacks, formerly Mrs. Sonny Corinthos. Sonny is the father of my 2 children, and I'm now married to Jasper Jacks, and we have a wonderful life, and we have a beautiful baby girl, and I wish that I could say things were amicable, but they're not. Sonny and Jacks have hated each other for years, and for some reason now, Jacks has this idea in his head that the only way he can keep our family safe is if Sonny's in prison.
Are you saying that Mr. Jacks falsified evidence?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm saying that Jacks is very rich and powerful, and lots of people are anxious to impress him.
If you're suggesting that I might be swayed by your husband's wealth, power, or status, I can assure you I am not.
No, I'm not talking about you. I am talking about a lot of other people, starting with the police all the way to...
Your Honor, if I may interject, Mrs. Jack's statement has nothing whatsoever to do with the proceedings.
No, you may not interject. However, I agree with the prosecutor. Thank you, Mrs. Jacks, for your obviously heartfelt statement, but the matter at hand is whether or not Mr. Corinthus should be out on bail. Before I announce my decision, I would like to hear from Mr. Corinthos himself. Tell me, Mr. Corinthos, why should you remain free on bail when you clearly have the resources to flee the country?
Well, Your Honor, I would be a flight risk if my life was about money and buying things, but it's not. My kids mean everything to me. And I try to be a good father, and I'll continue to try because my kids are what make my life worth living. I would never leave them. I help raise 2 of my boys, and I'm very proud of them. And I got a daughter who I wish I'd spend more time in her life, but I think that's going to change. She's a beautiful little girl, smart, and her mother's done a great job at raising her. I want to spend time with all my children, and that includes Officer Falconeri, who I just recently found out that he's my son. I don't want to run away. I just want to clear my name so I can spend time with my family.
Before I announce my ruling on Mr. Corinthos' bail, I must address the matter of Mrs. Jack's courtroom theatrics. The fact that I allowed you to speak is not to be construed as tacit approval for your conduct. As for co-counsel for the defense, using this courtroom to work out your personal business will not be tolerated. Get your act together before trial or one of you goes. Now, Ms. Walsh has argued quite compellingly that Mr. Corinthos' resources make him a flight risk. That said, Mr. Corinthos has done nothing to violate the terms of his existing bail, and it would be prejudicial to lock him up without cause. Michael Corinthos, Jr., you will remain free on bail. Trial is set for 2 weeks from today. Court is dismissed.
Boy, that's a relief, huh? I don't want you to worry about anything. Everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So how do you feel about Sonny staying out on bail?
It doesn't matter. I'll get convicted soon enough.
The bit about him loving his kids and wanting to be there for them.
Yeah, you know, that part doesn't resonate with me so much after he shot me point blank in the chest.
Well, this is Kate. I have to take this. I'll be right back.
Dante. I appreciate what you did understand.
No thanks necessary.
I was telling the truth when I said I just want to get to know my son.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give up on that fantasy. You're going to prison.
I hope not.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm exhausted. I'm gonna take you back to the hospital.
Oh, no, not a chance, but I wouldn't mind if we headed back to my place. You can take special care.
Not so fast. I need a word with you, Detective. Alone. Dante just got out of the hospital. He's a little tired. Well, then the sooner you can let us conduct our business, the sooner you can leave. He already gave his statement,
It's okay. It's okay. Federal prosecutor is showing this much enthusiasm for the case. I guess I'll play along.
Okay. Call me if you need me. She's in there.
Who?
Federal prosecutor.
Oh. Well, maybe she's trying to figure out why Dante perjured himself to cover for Sonny. And if he's planning to do the same thing at the trial.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't really know how to feel about this. I mean, part of me believes that Sonny belongs in prison, and the other part of me understands why Carly is defending the father of her kids.
Yeah. Welcome to my world. Even though she's siding with Sonny, I love Carly as much as ever.
So maybe you should remain neutral.
No, I can't do that. Sonny's a threat to my family, and they won't be safe until he's behind bars.